live stream, yeah, I think there's a very long delay between the live stream and connecting. Oh, here it goes. Now it's connecting right away. Okay, so awesome. Now I'm live on YouTube and on TikTok. Um, and thank you, everybody. It should be up now. Let's see. Every time it's a new problem. So while I wait for people to go over there, I don't know if my cup will spill sitting where it's at. Let's look and click a bunch of likes so we can get a bunch of people. Thank you, Liz, so much. Shay, I don't do that love stuff. I don't talk about that. What I will say is, if anybody can see me on YouTube, let me know. This also happens like, I don't know. We'll find out. We will see. I will say that, hi. Oh, Chaos Nix. I love your live streams. I love them so much. You like my background? If you have any questions about what I'm going to talk about, I'll be happy. He's an astronomy professor and he teaches free astronomy classes. I think it's on Tuesdays, right? And does some really, really beautiful imaging. And so I don't have anybody over on YouTube for some reason. It's not giving me anything. So if anybody could let me know. Yeah, I'd give spirit-led mediumship readings, but right now I'm just trying to get my YouTube to work. If anybody, Liz, could you go over there and just see if it's working? Because I don't have anybody on there. And we'll see. Yes, I do spirit-led mediumship readings where I connect people with their loved ones in spirit. And the reason that I follow Chaos Nix is because astronomy is my master's degree, and I've been an astronomy professor myself. I did that for several years, and that is my first love is astronomy. I became a medium way later in life. Okay, awesome. So I've got a person over here. Oh, good. Yay. Hi from Toronto. Hi, Medium Omar. So I will be able to see both now. Excellent. Your YouTube is working. Thank you. I never know. I never know. So what I want to talk about today is I have a brand new beginner's mediumship class, and you can ask Liz, Flaming Autistic. Hello again. She's one of my intermediate mediumship students, and she went through my beginner's class, and she's a wonderful developing medium. And so I encourage anybody who has any questions about mediumship to ask me those, because I've only got a couple of spaces left in the class, but I really want to fill it up completely. I keep my classes 6 or less just because, thank you, Liz. She says, Nick is an amazing teacher. I like to keep my classes really small because then I can do more one-on-one, and I invite people in for you to do readings for, so you can develop your skills, because the best thing that you can do as a medium if you're practicing and developing is do a lot of readings. The more readings you do, hi Jessica, hi Lourdes and Lori and Tasha, the more readings you do, the better you are, because I can tell you all kinds of things about mediumship and learning mediumship. But unless you do readings, it doesn't make a difference. I know someone who's taken many, many, many years of mediumship classes, and she's no better skilled at mediumship than some of my intermediate students because she doesn't practice. And so you have to practice. And my classes are, my beginner's mediumship classes are $120 once a month for 6 months. But if you email me, I can book you for a $30 discount, because right now I have everything $30 off. And the coupon code is only working for readings. It's not working for the classes, so I have to book that for you. As a medium myself, Nick, I can only give readings to others. Can I read myself? I mean, can you connect to the spirit of your loved ones yourself? Is that what you mean, Jack Russell? All right, hello, everyone on YouTube. Thank you for joining. I'm just answering some questions. Hi, Renee. So nice to see you, and Angela and Catherine. Renee, I think about your dad all the time. It's so weird. We must have known each other in another life because he just likes to hang out. I did a lot of readings yesterday and he was trying to come through. It was so funny. I'm like, yeah, not today. Jack Russell. Yeah, so what I believe is, of course, you can connect to your loved ones. So, oh, thank you, Kathy. Awesome opportunity to sign up for classes at a discount. Hi, Ciao Bella. Yeah, he must. He must, Renee. Hi, Shawnees. So what I believe is, of course, we can connect to our loved ones in spirit anytime you want. It's just, do you have the ability to validate the information you're getting from spirit if you're connecting to your own loved ones? If you're connecting to your own loved ones, are you developed enough to determine if it's your own mind telling you what you want to hear or if it's your loved one in spirit's mind? So for me, I like to have people who can validate the information. That's why I like to do sittings with people who can say, yes, my mother-in-law loved blueberry pie and she made it for us every Sunday for 20 years or something like that. If you're just communicating with your own loved ones by yourself, of course you can, but you don't want to get into a position where you're just hearing what you want to hear is basically the concern I would have. All right, Medium Omar, you mentioned practice. Will sitting in the power also help with mediumship if one can't attend a circle or practice? Yes, as you know, Omar, as a medium, when you go through training, and I teach in my mediumship classes, you should sit in the power. And for those of you who don't know, it's like meditation for mediumship. So if you are going to a quiet place in your mind and you are trying to connect to the spirit world, to your spirit guides, and not think about the earthly realm, when you develop enough, there's a distinct difference between your thoughts here on earth and your connection to the spirit world. It's to me, it just seems like I've stepped into another dimension. And probably because I have a science background, I imagine it that way. Like, I am not thinking about anything here on earth or any of the issues on earth or any of the people I know. I have gone to another realm or dimension, and the vibration is, people say it's a higher vibration. It's more, you feel more love and you feel more secure and more safe. And so to me, on earth, I have a lot of anxieties and fears just because life is crazy. And when I go to the spirit world and do sitting in the power, it helps me decipher between what does it feel like to be communicating in the spirit world versus what I feel like here on earth. And so there's a very distinct difference between the two. And sitting in the power helps you get acquainted with the difference in feeling between the spirit world and the earth world. And the more you practice sitting in the power, I will admit, because I have a full-time job and I have a part-time job besides my mediumship business, I'm very busy. It's hard for me to always commit to sitting in the power. So sometimes at bedtime, I'll lay there and I will just try to sit in the power as long as I can, if I can get into a quiet place. So that's what I do when I'm just have the time to actually be in the quiet. Actually, today is the first sunny day we've had. Oh no. Hold on one second over here. How do I do that? How do I do that, Liz? I don't know how to do that. Hold on just a second. Oh, thank you, Jack Russell. Tap me and then tap manage. It gives me guests and friends, Liz. Add moderator. That's the first time I've ever done that. Go for it. Thank you so much, Liz. I'm bad at this. You're much younger. I got it. I got it. Tell me if it works. I appreciate that a lot. So thank you, Omar, Medium Omar. Thank you for that question. I appreciate it. I am, yay. Oh, good. Good job. Thank you for blocking that. Yeah, there's been um, a lot of stuff about TikTok and is it going to get banned and are we going to lose all our followers? I'm trying to get more people over to my YouTube channel because I don't know what's going to happen with TikTok and I want to still, oh, thank you, Omar. I want to still do readings and I want to still make videos and content to help people. But if I've got like 36,000. I'm, growing super slow on TikTok over the first year I grew like crazy and then it's been pretty stagnant. But I still can help people there. I do love the filters, I have to say, on TikTok. So yesterday I did, thanks. Oh, okay. Thank you, Liz. She says an ethical medium will never personally solicit you for readings. That is 100% correct. Yeah, I'm just trying to expand my reach on social media because I want to continue my mediumship business. And I think there are a lot of people very upset with the potential TikTok ban. I think there are people who run their entire business practically only through TikTok because some have millions of followers. And once if that goes away, sadly, how are we gonna find all these people? I did join another app, this one. Not a big fan of it yet. It's kind of glitchy, doesn't have all of the options. It's kind of like the cousin at the family reunion that was lost in the Appalachians for 20 years and just came out of the woods, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I have never charged for a reading. My readings are random and I have helped many. Good. Well, that's good for you. Some people don't. I don't ever charge for my live readings. And Madeline, will you get your lung transplant? I don't make those types of predictions. I am not trained psychically enough to do that to have any authority on that. So I would never want to hurt you by telling you yes or no. Ms. Cat, can I view past lives? I'm not a past life regressionist. That is actually something I would love to get trained to do. I would love to do that. I want to actually get a past life regression myself. I really, really do. So upcoming, medium Kathy, who is on my YouTube here, Kathy Behrens. Medium Kathy, Wendy D'Angelo, and myself on April 15th are doing live Zoom readings. And part of the proceeds are going to benefit JDRF, a type 1 diabetes research foundation. My son is a type 1 diabetic. And so it's very close to my heart, that foundation, because they help a lot of people and do a lot of research. So I was like, well, we could donate to them. That would help a lot of people. So if you want to sign up, you can sign up on my website, which is scrolling here on YouTube. You can sign up. You can click the link in my link tree on TikTok. and and you can sign up. It's only $25. You'll have 3 mediums, which gives you a bigger opportunity to get a reading. So it's April 15th at 1 p.m. Pacific. I believe, Kathy, correct me if I'm wrong, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, April 15th. So it's tax day, right? The old tax day. Are you doing readings? I would like for my boyfriend to hear from his grandfather. If spirit strikes me, Renee, if spirit strikes me, like I said earlier, I did a lot of readings yesterday, and we'll see what comes through. We will see. I'll try to get. Okay, yes. So 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, April 15th. Renee, I'm having a chest pain. Do you know if your boyfriend's grandfather passed away from something in the chest? Like my chest feels like it's being crushed to death. So anyone on TikTok, I am any readings I do, I'm going to do them on YouTube because I'm trying to build that platform. So if you want to go over there and like and subscribe to that channel, that's where I'll be doing the readings. So if Renee is still here, we'll see if the comments load. Open heart surgery. Okay, thank you, Renee. Yeah, so he's here. We should actually like talk to each other. Okay, but he had that. All right, that's why he's making me feel my chest hurt. There's something going on where when you come on here, I get like a super connection to your people. It's interesting. It's very strong. I can see his hair. So weird. I see a man now. This is what he's showing me. He had curly hair on the side, but bald on top. Would that be his grandfather? And we'll see. Yes, I feel it too. Yeah. You should email me. My email's scrolling. We should talk during the week sometime. Darlene, I don't make money predictions. He was thinning at the top. Okay, good. Okay. Let me see. He's talking about a ladder. He's showing me a ladder. I don't know if he worked where he had to use a ladder or if he fell off a ladder. He's showing me a ladder. Would you understand why his grandpa's showing me a ladder? Hi. Hang on if you're waiting for a reading. I'm reading for Renee right now. Thank you, Liz. I greatly appreciate it. Just be patient, everyone. You know, the comments can take forever to load on here. Yes, okay, so you understand the ladder. And he's showing me the color yellow. Why? I have no idea. I don't know if that was something to do with it's either yellow or orange. Something he was like his work uniform or something, yellow or orange, something very brightly colored, almost like he had to wear a bright color for his job. Hi, Champagne. Oh, still have the ladder. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, Lori. Medium Omar, I have not done any archangel work personally. I did have a very strange thing happen on one of my lives while I wait for Renee. I still have, I had this golden thing appear over my head that felt very angelic. Color of the house and had a poncho that he wore. Okay. It's very bright. Okay. So I'm definitely with the grandpa. He's kind of um, he's got a nice little personality, sense of humor. He's kind of given orders to your boyfriend. Like he's like telling him he wants to give him like life advice, like, "Hey, are you doing what you're supposed?" I won't say every word he's saying. Some of them aren't fit for YouTube. Basically, he's encouraging him to do the right things, make the right choices. He wants to know if he's working hard enough to be successful at the career he wants to have. And so he's kind of talking about, hey, are you doing this? Hey, are you doing that? Hey, are you doing enough? Hey, get off your butt. You can do more. So he's encouraging him to um, do more. Do you understand why he's saying that? Not that he's not doing anything. I'm not saying he's lazy. I'm not. Grandpa's not saying he's lazy. He's just wants him to work harder. He's like, in my day, we did this, this, and this. How come you can't do this, this, and this? Like we walked through the snow uphill both ways to school, that kind of thing. That's what he's making me feel like. Work harder, work harder, work harder. Work harder, work harder, work harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And let me know if you understand that. Thank you, Liz. That's right. Hold on, Shanice. Yes, even he thinks that himself. Okay, perfect. So just let your boyfriend know um, that he's there, that grandpa's there. He's watching over. He knows what's happening. He knows the good, the bad, and the ugly. And he's there encouraging him and sending him love and supporting him. But a very strong man he was, the grandpa, very strong man. So yeah, email me and we'll set up a time to chat. Okay, because I'd love to just, so many things have come through for you. I just want to, I don't know, figure out why. So send me an email. And thank you again for being here. And I want to know about the ladder. Tell me what the ladder was for. All right, so Janice from Pappy, let's see. I gotta go where spirit leads me. All generations that way to the net. Even me and my kid understand why. Yeah. All right. Okay. Good, good, good. All right. I'm just going through the comments. And you guys on TikTok can come on over to YouTube. That's where I'm at. That's where I'll be answering questions and doing readings from. And thank you, Liz, so much. So, so much. All right. So while I'm waiting to be led again by Spirit, if you are looking to develop your mediumship skills, or you're wondering if you are a medium, or you're wondering if you can be a medium, I have a beginner's class starting in a couple of weeks. You can email me for a $30 discount and sign up that way because the coupon code isn't working on the website properly. So you can email me for that, peacefulnickthemedium@gmail.com. It starts April 15th and there's limited seating, so be sure to ask me about, and I can send you all the information via email. I have an event with medium Kathy Behrens and Wendy D'Angelo April 15th. It's a group reading via Zoom. It is only $25 and a portion of the proceeds go to the JDRF, National Diabetes Foundation, for research and to help people with diabetes, type 1 diabetes. Thank you, Tasha. How do you know if a spirit is at peace? This is from Sam Hartman. A medium told Sam his father was not at peace. So this is one of the things. Oh, yay. Thank you, Christy. This is, and how long is a class session? They're 2 to 3 hours and they're on Saturdays every 4 weeks. So it's for 6 months, six sessions over 6 months. If a medium tells you that a spirit is not at peace, if a medium tells you a spirit is stuck, if a medium tells you to pay them to send their loved one to the light, they are not ethical mediums. They are not doing things the right way. They have not been developed properly. They may not know they're not ethical mediums. They may not realize that. Some of them do it on purpose. Some of them just aren't trained right. They haven't had the proper development. So that is not true. Every spirit goes to the spirit world to a place of peace. There's no one stuck. Spirits have so much energy. There's nothing we could do here on earth to trap them here, to stick them here. They can come and go through multiple dimensions of space and time instantaneously. Nothing could ever stop them or hold them here. So I'm so sorry, Sam, that someone told you that, but that is not accurate at all. Your father is definitely at peace. I think this is for you, Sam. Did he have like gray straggly hair on the side? Because I'm seeing another man, thinning or bald on top with the gray this one has gray straggly hair on the side. Let me know if you're welcome. Just let me know. Thank you for everyone who came over from TikTok. Okay, so I'm sorry, that's not for you. I'm so sorry. Yes, Lourdes wants to know, my husband passed a year ago and I've had a few dreams of him and I wake up and it feels so real. Is that a visitation? So I get this question a lot about dream visitations, and my belief, and there's other mediums on here and they may have their own experience of this. My belief is when a dream feels real, like a sequence of events that go in order, and you wake up and you still feel like you're kind of in that place, to me, that's a visitation. When my mom comes to visit me, it's as if I'm really there with her. We really are talking about specific things. Things are happening in order. It's different from a dream where everything's just like a discombobulated mess. That to me is just a dream. But I was very close to my brother-in-law. He passed in 2016, and I hadn't dreamed of him at all, and I was just wanting him to come talk to me, wanting him to visit me for so long. And then a few weeks ago, he came in a dream finally, and he was there for a couple of minutes, which was the most he had come to visit. And then he was kind of like, I felt like he was stalking me from spirit, because When I would go to a restaurant, my waiter would have the same name. His name was David. David. When I would see a sign or something would pop up, David. Something always, he was like around for like a couple of weeks. And it was just a really cool feeling because he was stubborn. And it was lovely to have him hanging out with me for a couple of weeks. So that was cool. He had gray hair on the side. Okay, Shawnice. So probably, so Shawnice thinks this is her dad. Have we talked about your dad before in other readings? You're welcome, Lourdes. Sunshine, you don't have to make a YouTube, just go to YouTube. And whatever your email, you're logged in. If you have a Gmail, it's automatically on there. You just go to YouTube. I've had 3 dreams, and he didn't speak with his mouth, but but heard him in my head. Yeah, that's clairaudience, and that is how they communicate. Okay, Shawnice, are you feeling super blue and down in the dumps? Something's going on because he's making me feel like you need extra support right now. Thanks, Omar. You're very welcome. And while I wait for Shawnice, Jessica says, do you have insight to what kinds of things keep spirits occupied on the other side? So there's a book called Journey of Souls by Dr. Michael Newton. It's about people's life between lives when you reincarnate from one life to the next and you go to the spirit world in between. Okay, Shawnice. That explains a lot of things that happen. That book I could talk about for hours. So I would recommend getting that. So basically, in the spirit world, you're learning and developing and trying to grow your soul. And when I do my sitting in the power and meditations about what my job is in the spirit world, I'm a teacher in real life, but I also am a teacher in the spirit world. And I won't go into some of the other stuff because people will think I'm crazy, but it's pretty intense when you do sitting in the power and you start your journey to look into what happens in the spirit world. So I recommend Sitting in the Power and Journey of Souls by Dr. Michael Newton. He's passed away, so I'm not making any money from that. I didn't even know him personally or anything like that, but it's a great book. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. So, Shawnice. So your dad is saying, I'll bleep the bad words. Basically, get up and get to it. Get up and get to it. Like, instead of sitting in it, instead of sitting in the sadness, you have to break the cycle. You have to do something to break the cycle because you can become addicted to the sadness. And you don't want to stay in that place. This is no judgment from me at all. I have struggled with depression and anxiety off and on throughout my life. I know how it feels to be really sad. So I am not judging you at all. But what he's saying is like, get up, get to it, get through it. You can be sad, but you can still actively participate in your life in a positive way. So you can do both things without spiraling down. He's worried you're going to spiral. And so he's like, get up, get to it. Like you almost feel stuck. He's like, even if it's raining, go outside and walk. Go somewhere different. Do something different. He wants you to get up and get out. I hope that makes sense. Oh, hi, Ashley. Ashley is one of my dearest friends. Um, and I just want everyone to just send Ashley a big hug. She's going through a really big several events in her life, and she's helping others. But it's a hard thing for her to have to do. Um, I won't go into personal details, but I just want everyone to send Ash Bell, lots and lots of love. She's a wonderful human being. She's had a rough road, and she deserves lots of love. Um, Lots of love. Um, Shanice wants to know, does he want me to pursue what I really want to do for my career? So maybe that's why he's saying get up and get to it. Get up and get to it. That's what he's saying. So we have free will. Oh, yeah. When it's raining, I get sadder. So funny because he said, even if it's raining. We have free will, Shani, so you can choose to do it or not. He's just saying, get up and do something. If that's what you want to do, do it. Don't quit any job you might have now. You don't want to put yourself in a financial bind. Just be smart about it. Yeah, everyone send hugs and love to Ashley. Yay, wonderful. She deserves it. Dolores Cannon also has books and YouTube videos. I don't know for sure. Yeah, she does. Dolores Cannon has a lot of good stuff. She also has wonderful information. I agree with that. I don't agree with every single thing she says, but I've heard a lot of good stuff from Dolores Cannon. All right. Thank you, Liz. You're really helping me a lot. You're really helping me a lot. We appreciate you, Ashley. You're changing lives. Christy, I have a question. I had an extremely traumatic event happen 5 months ago, and I feel like my awareness has been opening little by little. Can that happen? Absolutely. Traumatic events can. There's a lady I follow on TikTok, Chistel Miles, something like that. She's a lovely, sweet lady. She had a baby a few years ago, and that turned her mediumship on. And I don't know if you've ever had a baby, it's pretty traumatic on your body. Like you grow a human, then they come out of your body one way or another. And it turned her mediumship on. I probably had mediumship abilities my whole life and didn't know. And when my kids got older and were adults, it just turned on one day like a light switch. And I had lots of trauma in my life before that. But I wouldn't have been able to focus on mediumship before that. So yes, trauma can turn the switch. So yes. And if you want to check out my beginner's class that starts on April 15th, you can email me for a $30 discount. It's 6 months. It's a mentorship class, and my email should be on the scroll. Also, we have the event April 15th, the live Zoom event with Kathy Behrens, who's on Medium Kathy Behrens, who's on the chat here, and Wendy D'Angelo and myself. It's only $25. It's a group reading. You can register on my website, and a portion of the proceeds go to JDRF, a diabetes foundation. Okay, thank you for all the hugs and love for Ashley. Today's your daughter's birthday. Happy birthday. You're welcome. K. Johnson, Mass. Can anyone just learn to be a medium? So, yes, if you have, everyone has the ability, if they can open their mind enough to do it. Everyone's ability may be on a different level, just not because they can't do it, just because it depends what's in their mind originally. Like, is it someone who has been fed a lot of religious dogma that mediums are speaking to demons? You know, if you've been fed that lie your whole life, you're probably not going to have an easy time opening up to it. If you've been someone who's been open-minded and realizes there's more to this world than people say there is, it may be easier for you, but it's really going to vary from person to person. So yeah, anybody can learn it because we all have the capability, because we've all been in the spirit world and we all are connected to the spirit world. So yes, anyone can learn to be a medium. Are you going to have a class for finding your spirit guide? So I have one-off classes for finding your spirit guide, and I also teach that in my beginner's mediumships class. So if you're interested in having just a one-off class, and I also have some YouTube videos about it on my mediumship information section on my YouTube channel. So yes, I do I do teach finding your spirit guide in those classes. Harold Smith just came upon this video, still watching. Good, wonderful. Welcome, Harold. It's nice to see you, or see your name. Let's see. Luna Sylvester. I love the name Luna. Who's been playing with your music box? I see, I don't know, this is just my initial reaction would be, it's either a grandma or a great grandma. I see an older woman hanging around. I don't know, I feel like they're lifting the lid, closing the lid, and it goes jingle, jingle. You know, like you lift it and you close it and it jingle, jingle. So let me know if grandma or great grandma makes sense, Luna. So just if you guys want to learn how to find your spirit guide, yeah, your grandma maybe. Okay, yeah. I definitely felt grandma or great grandma, so that's good. Did you know your great grandma? Because I just keep hearing great grandma. Are you named after your great grandma? Something's happening with great grandma. They keep saying it. Ciao Bella wants to know, are spirits hanging out in my house? Well, not to scare anyone, but I used to live in Savannah, Georgia, and they say it's the most haunted city in the world. Well, people have literally died everywhere on this planet. Okay, but you're not named after her, Luna, or something. I don't know, I feel like somebody's named after the great grandma. She's like saying great grandma, great grandma. There are spirits everywhere. So there's not a place where humans have been where there's not a possibility for a spirit, because they can come and go anytime they want, and they can inhabit a place anytime they want. Now, I've seen spirits. I've never had any spirit harm me. And when I raised my kids, and this was way before I was a medium, I thought, well, I've never known of a real case of anyone being harmed by a spirit. Now, I know there are stories and religious beliefs about exorcisms and demons. I personally have never experienced anything like that, and I tend not to believe it. And I feel like it's more to encourage people to join certain types of churches to protect them. Oh, so it's your dad's grandma. That's why I keep hearing great grandma. Okay, Luna. Your dad's grandma all over. Okay, that's what it is, because they kept saying great grandma, say great grandma. That's probably what that's about. Okay, cool. So I presume they must have been close if there's pictures of her everywhere. Is there a special wedding photo of her, like looking particularly beautiful in her wedding dress? I feel like it's like spread out on like around her. Luna, do you know if that is happening? Like, do you have the wedding picture of your great grandma? Sally, if a child dies, do they get looked after by older loved ones in spirit? So, in spirit, you're not a child or an adult, you're just a soul. And the soul can be a soul that's not as mature and hasn't lived as many lives and had as many lessons, or they can be a very mature soul. So you could have a baby that is an old soul, as you call it, that has lived many lives. That's why some children you talk to and you're like, wow, you're like really wise. How do you know all that stuff? Probably because they've lived a lot of lives and their soul is very mature. So there's no baby in spirit. So if you lost a child, know that your child's spirit is fully capable of taking care of itself, but they are always surrounded by their soul group or soul family. So there's always other souls around. So I hope that helps answer your question. We have some beautiful pictures of her in dresses, very vintage. Yeah, that's what I could totally see that. Oh, you are welcome, Sally. You are welcome. Let's see. Good, I'm glad you have the dress pictures. I'm just trying to see if I can get a connection. Aaron, yes, you recently had surgery and felt someone had a hand on my shoulder. That could be your guide. Uh-oh. I think my OBS disconnected and reconnected, so there might be a glitch. Good afternoon. Thank you, Liz, so much for keeping up with all of that. It could be a guide. It could be one of your loved ones. Aaron, do you have a mom or a mom-like figure, like an aunt or a mom's best friend that's passed over? And while I wait for the comments to load, as you can hear, I'm starting to get my throat scratchy. Grandmother that I was very close to. Okay, this must be her. And now my ear is ringing. She's trying to yell things at me. Not in a bad way, just say a lot of things. I'm seeing like something with a rose or a flower connected to your grandma, like either her name or you have a tattoo of a flower or a rose, something connected with her with a rose or a flower. Would you understand why she's showing me that? Just a flower, just one. Okay, you're not sure. Oh, Kathy Avila, me. Okay. So let me finish with Aaron. Interesting. Oh boy, the comments are all loading now. All right. I don't know. Aaron, Grandma is really showing me this flower. It's almost like now she's showing me like a circle of them. I don't know if this is a wreath. This just seems totally random to me, and it could be. But I almost see like a wreath and water. So I don't know if somebody put a wreath in water in her honor, or these are two separate things that are just melding together. Let's see, Aaron, let me know if you understand. Being by the water, a wreath in the water, or a wreath separately from the water. She's showing me those things. Oh, okay. Well, this, you may have to ask someone else in your family. Because that's very interesting. Okay, let me see if I can just get a message from her. And this could be a spirit for someone else on here also. So let's see. And she's talking about cancer. So did she have cancer? Someone you know recently struggled with cancer? And if not, if it's no again, then this must not be a proper connection. Thank you for all the follows and everything and subscribes. Yes, she had colon cancer. Okay. Thank you. Sorry to hear that. I know you said you felt somebody touch your shoulder, but I feel like she is trying to get your attention and like shaking you. Do you ever feel like somebody's like shaking you, like get your attention? And thank you everyone for being paid. Okay, you've been so stressed lately. Okay. So what she's showing me is actually quite lovely. She's showing me putting your face in her hands and slowly talking to you and saying, it's okay. You are okay. You've got this. One thing at a time. You can't solve everyone's problems. And she's just holding your face and she's just telling you in the sweetest, kindest, most compassionate voice and feeling, it's okay. You've got this. You can only do one thing at a time. And then she says in a different tone, you can't please everyone. So she wants you to stop trying to please everyone because you're worried about other people when you really should just be worried about yourself. That is how I feel. Okay. Oh, wow. Yes, that is how I feel. Very good. So that's her message. So just imagine her hands around your face, giving you so much love. Perfect. Just imagine. She's talking right to you. So anytime you're struggling, just think of her doing that. She loves you. She's supporting you. She's like, it's okay. You've got this. One thing at a time. All you can do is one thing at a time. And just know she's sending you so much love. You are so very welcome. And you are loved and you are being, watched after. So I will leave you with all of her love. And thank you for being patient while and I want to find out about the wreath and the water. I don't know if somebody in your family had put a wreath in the water to honor somebody, but she's showing me the wreath in the water. I think sometimes military people do that, maybe Navy people or something. Thank you, everyone. Okay, yeah, because she keeps showing me that. And when I connect with spirit and I get a no from the client, which would be you in this case, and then so what I do is in my mind I push it back and I say that's not for them. And then if they keep pushing it back, I do it several times. Her husband was military. Okay. Whew. Thank you. But he passed before I was born. Okay. Thank you for validating that, because she just kept showing me that. He may not have been in the Navy, but to me, that's a military thing. When they pass, they do that. And so that was how I perceived it. Okay. Oh, that's a relief. Because sometimes I think, how did I get that so wrong? So I'm so happy you told me that. Wonderful. Let's see. I'm wearing out. You can hear my voice is a little crackly. You are very, very welcome. And just imagine her hands on your face telling you how much she loves you and how much she's supporting you. So I'm just going to go through some of the things I have. Oh, Lourdes, that's wonderful. Yeah, you can just go on my website. It's actually, I have my web lady, my sweet web lady has added upcoming events. It'll take you there. And my OBS keeps going in and out, so I'm sorry if it keeps disconnecting. That's wonderful. So upcoming, we have the group reading with medium Kathy Behrens, Wendy D'Angelo, and myself on April 15th at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And it is only $25, and a portion of the proceeds go to JDRF, a type 1 diabetes research foundation organization. Hello. Oh, Lori, I'm sorry. Also, my beginners mediumship mentorship class, the 6-month class, starts April 15th as well. If you email me, my email's on the scroll here, you can get a $30 discount. There's only a couple spaces left in that class. That's about 2 to 3 hours, one Saturday a month for 6 months. You'll learn all kinds of things. If you email me, I'll send you the whole list of all the things: finding your spirit guide, connection to spirit, holding your connection to spirit. What do you do when you get a no from the sitter? All kinds of things, sitting in the power, all of that stuff. It's a whole long list. I can teach you all about it. Thank you, Liz. Liz says, don't sleep on the opportunity to take her class. Yeah, she's in my intermediate class. Liz is a wonderful developing medium. What else? Private readings, one-on-one readings, group readings. I do a lot of group readings with Kathy and Wendy. We meet weekly to do readings, to set up our reading events. Excuse me. As you can see, I'm getting tired. I'm losing it a little bit. Thank you, Liz, for managing the TikTok over there. I have a vase of pink roses and daisies in front of me that were sent to me after my surgery. I'm wondering if that's what she's showing you. Oh, probably. Okay, that makes sense. Thanks for telling me that, Erin. Yeah. Sometimes we think when you're getting a mediumship reading, and actually I was talking to Wendy and Kathy the other day, I'm like, we should have classes to teach people how to be sitters, because people don't know, they're not familiar with it. If you haven't had a lot of readings, you don't know, like, they're showing me the flower in front of you to say, I'm there and I see what you're doing, I see what you're up to, so here, look at the flowers. So sitters, sometimes we call it psychic amnesia. You'll be getting a reading, and this has happened so many times, and you're getting evidence, but you don't recognize it because you're so excited, and you're like, oh my God, that's for me. I want to talk to my grandma, blah, 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 blah. And then you don't realize what's right in front of you, and it's perfectly normal, and it happens all the time. Any medium will tell you they've had sitters that has happened with. It's very, very, very common. So you are very welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I'm going to try to do this at least every other Sunday about this time, or every other Friday. We'll see how my schedule looks. Oh, I do have, I forgot to mention, I have weekday openings April 12th and 14th for half off. I can't believe I didn't mention this 50 times. Half off mediumship readings. So half of my regular price, April 12th and 14th. The 10th already filled up. So I have a couple of openings for those dates. Half off, 50% off readings. You can email me, peacefulnickthemedium@gmail.com, and I can book the readings for you, because they're not available on my website because they're half off. So half off readings, April 12th and 14th. And I hope to see you all again next week or the week after. And thank you all for joining me very, very much. I appreciate you all being here, and have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Thank you. Bye.